Welcome to day 5. This is by far the most interesting day for me, the most exciting one. You're gonna see why I unlocked a superpower. Let's get right into it. So, as you can see, the first block started kinda great, and actually, you don't see this, but this block was so great because I was so inspired out of my mind. I got into FL Studio. I created I started this amazing project that I'm in love with right now. I'm literally so passionate about it and I'm finishing it up right now. But then what happened on the second block is I woke up, I got up, and I did my thing, but then I went to log, this and this, and I went to the bed because that's where the materials were, and instantly I fell asleep. I could not hold myself, which was a very big mistake. Then you can also see that it lasted like probably an hour, and then here I got woken up. And here is where it gets interesting. Even though my state was a 6, my clarity of mind, my mind, my mind. And I wrote so much about this today. You're gonna see because I'm gonna read it to you because it was amazing. This is literally a superpower. This is I promise you, this is the most important thing you're gonna hear about today. No joke. Like, for real. This is one of the most important things I have personally found out in my entire life. Nobody said it to me. Well, I did see it a couple times on Uberman, but like not no mainstream thing taught me this, and you're gonna love it. I'm sure you're gonna love it. But let's just see this. So what happened then? The next block was so similar. So I got up and like 10 minutes in, I felt so hot because it was like 8 a.m. and the sun had risen like 3 hours ago. And it was right into my room like the rays. And I was so hot, I went to the bed to change my clothes, and I fell asleep so fast that I woke up right here and my pants were halfway. So that means that I did not even get my pants off. This is how fast I have fallen asleep. And this was the biggest mistake of the day, like huge mistake. Even though it's kind of fine, like those two are okay for day 5. I mean, I'm getting better and better, and I can tell you I am getting adapted. Like I can literally feel it so well. And but the thing is, learn from your mistakes, right? This is why we're doing this thing with the pluses and the minus. So the thing is, I did fall asleep twice. So this teaches me now, be very prepared and add your alarms to actually do something, because I found out my alarms just go as notifications, and when I like the test alarms, and when I press them, then it vibrates and gives me an alarm. But if I have fallen asleep, I would not press the notification. The notification literally says alarm. Like the whole notification, it says alarm. And that's the alarm, like a notification that says alarm. So you can see here, though, after I woke up, and by the way, I'm sure most, if not the whole entire times I was asleep today, like this and this, I overslept today, that I crashed today, were REM, because I woke up with crazy dreams from both of them, and I felt like I have been dreaming for so long, and I felt like my mind really needed this REM sleep, so it like took me under, then gave me the REM sleep, and then boom. It woke me up instantly because I didn't get it from an alarm. I got it by myself, not by a loud noise or anything. You can notice here though the same thing, right? Clarity of mind, full, maxed out, right? Though my state was it wasn't very good, but this was because of the oversleeps. I mean, when you oversleep, you're about to be in bed state, right? Then here you can see it got better and better and better. Here we had a very interesting accident. I'm gonna read about it also. Then boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then when I woke up here in the 6th block, that is 8 p.m. When I woke up here, I was extremely blissful. My state of mind again amazing. You're gonna such a superpower. It's a cheat code. It should be known throughout the whole world. and I'm gonna get it to the whole world. Trust me, because it's so important for you. And my state was around 8.5, right? And then it just got better and better and better throughout the day. And then I played with my brother and another friend. We played For Honor, just for the experience. And oh my god, this was an ultimate experience. Like literally 10 on both. I'm not kidding you. 10 on mind, 10 on feeling, 10 on energy. Extremely, extremely, extremely important. Or not important, but like favorite moment of my life. So I'll just read the things then. Block number 2. Damn. I was like, fine. I went to bed just to log a simple purple line plus a blue area shape. And turns out I crashed 1 hour and a half. Moral of the story, not for the littlest thing, trust yourself or risk the schedule. Start your guaranteer first, then log. Oh my god, this was today? I thought reading this. I remember this like 3 days ago, for real. Then log. Then. What the Bro, what? Okay. I knew I needed Impractical Jokers. I didn't want anything else. Leave the. Bro, what? Okay, this is not really important. This is not what I want you to know. Not music, not blah blah blah. But no, it's. Usually there's songs randomly sounding their yeah, okay, this is it. This is it. Okay, listen to this. Okay. Only in a minute. I explain It's interesting because I am extremely sorry that I have written so badly, because this is very, 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 very important stuff. And I'm gonna read it like slowly, obviously, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it. Even if I need 10 hours to read it, it's gonna be worth it. Okay. I'm reading from the actual paper because it's better, but it's still like not enough. Okay. It's interesting because I woke up from the crash a second earlier. I realized I have this cleanness of the inside of my head. It's like empty, in a good way. Usually, there are songs randomly sounding. There is thoughts, uncontrollable whooping, looping, or rhyming. Imagine the room you're in right now, had it been empty. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. No table, no chairs, no curtains, no phone, no clipboard, paper and pen, no headphones, nothing, empty. And in it, I can conjure up whatever I desire. I could just pawn a desk and start working on a case. I can just pawn a detective wall and begin on it. I can spawn a few brushes, paint and start drawing on the walls. I am free of all clutter and free to create with no limitations, no mental fatigue, no anxiety, no thoughts overriding, no disfocus. I can think about anything. I can visualize and put any image inside. I can do math. There's literally nothing hindering me. It's crazy. On Monophasic, I have never had my head this clear. I am ready and willing to start any project, do any task, difficult or easy for the mind. It doesn't care. how unhindered it is. It's really crazy. I can use it to the fullest of my capabilities right now. Even though I am amazing mentally, I'm smiling and being positive. Core effects pretty great. I can still focus deeply and remain uninterrupted. This is the peak state of this is the peak mind state to use it. Yo, I can watch Impractical Jokers. I can dream, I can think, I can not think, literally. If I decide, I just clear my head absolutely, and there's nothing I'm battling. No problem to clear my mind entirely. I have never in my life experienced such a peak state mentally. How it feels, I can laugh, I can create, joke. I can laugh, I can create jokes, ideas, art. I can conjure the thoughts, I can count, I can appreciate, I can just be. I can plan, I can concentrate. For real, I already tried them all. This is unbelievable. And whatever I do mentally, it doesn't tire me. If this is permanent, it is the biggest edge. This is what I have written here. And then let's see what I have written here, because it continues. I am not complaining or making excuses. I am not procrastinating. Everything seems to come with ease. I am effortless to laugh like a child and think like a wise man. I can listen to music and do music. Okay. Now, the third block. Bro, my jurisdiction over the bed area has been fully revoked. This is about the... I don't really want to read this, I want to tell you about the mind. So it says, by the way, both of the core oversleeps just now seemed way longer in perception than actual time. And also they were buckloaded with REM and craziness in dreams. I feel like my mind just knocked me out, got his required REM, and then let me go. But I did think I fucked up so badly after both of the naps. I have the same clarity of mind now after the oversleeps as I did after the previous. Okay, this is also interesting. So the next block you can notice right here. Listen to what happened. My short-term memory seems to be impaired. Apparently, I forgot that I already ate the whole pizza I made for myself like 2 hours ago, and I remembered about it, and I can as fast as I was scared and I ran as fast as I was scared because I thought I either left the oven on or left the pizza in the oven and it's on. So what happened was like I had forgotten this whole like 10 minutes of eating the pizza, you know? And then I just remembered that I was making the pizza, and I did remember I did turn on the oven, and so I was scared. So that means that my short-term memory is not very good, or at least wasn't during this block, but I think it's like also right now. Okay, block number 6. This is the last block. Third Ubermind clear as air. Third Ubermind clear as air for today. It's unexplainable. Now, how amazing my mind feels in this state. However, I'm amazing in my emotional state also. And then let's see what I have written here, and I want to add on to that also. Or at least this tastes a little bit bigger. I have been going through this block in the most blissful state I have probably ever experienced in my life. I feel amazing, energetic, passionate, playful, inspired. But I have felt those things quite often. The uniqueness comes from my clear mind. Today is the first day my mind cleared of the inside, and there's no words I'm finding to explain how clear everything inside my skull is. My visualizations, my thoughts, my ideas. And I'm all amped up with positivity and joy. I was writing text for a rap song I'm doing right now for the last like 40 minutes, and I have never written in such a pleasant way. There was no clutter. My ideas were clear and on point. I did not get distracted or anything. My mind is truly empty, and whatever I conjure inside is genuinely pure. Nothing hinders it. This is a superpower. There is no pain I get from thinking, planning, even complex stuff. No mental exhaustion or whatever. Just the same with my emotional state of feeling. I'm feeling amazing. I feel like an angel, incapable of fatigue, anxiety, fear, full of energy, love, passion, more energy, gratitude, jokes, smiles, laughs. That's how I've been today, especially this block. It's unreal. So let me just add on something. Now, I had heard from two different sources people saying that on Uberman they have this clear head and that it's empty and they can really focus on stuff and they don't have, yeah, what they said was they don't have background noise. And I have experienced it once in the past, but I do not recollect it very good, and it was not for long. It was for like a day maybe, and it was again when I was adapting. I think it was either I was adapting on Uberman again, or yeah, I was adapting to Uberman again, but I didn't. This time I didn't go through the full adaptation. I had to stop this time, but right now, not so much. So yeah, and today I'm telling you, just look at how perfect this is. Like my, I have never in my entire life felt such clear a mind, thinking, planning, and you don't get tired. Like I, I could do the same thing for the whole block, and my mind would still be impaired. I would still be great. My mind didn't tire today at all, and it still continues because right now is day 6, block 1, and I'm still here. I still have this clarity of mind. That's why I want to explain it so much right now, because if I don't feel it, I cannot really talk about it. But right now, I'm literally living it. And I want to tell you all about it because nobody has ever told me that my mind can be this clear uh, without anything, like without taking any substances, without meditating for 10 years or whatever. Like just for 5 days of adaptation to Doberman, and I'm not even fully adapted. And boom, my mind is empty in the best way. Like if I want something to be in it, it will not be empty. But what I mean is it's empty, and I can think about whatever I want. I can dream about whatever I want. I can count, or I can multiply, or I can visualize, or I can conjure moments of my life and relive them. Right now, I did the Tony in the beginning of this block. I did the Tony Robbins meditation, like priming, and it was so amazing. You know what comes today? Well, you can notice like here and here, especially, and also here, that my state wasn't big. However, my core effect has been amazing. I have been laughing. I have been being I have been being positive to everybody I have only wanted to contribute and help people. I've only wanted to love, and I have only wanted to accept and be accepted. I have only wanted to connect with people. I have only wanted to just. That's why I did the gaming. I also like, and it was amazing. We had the most fun we've had in like a long time. It was, it was just amazing, and it all started from my clarity of mind because I don't think most people have experienced this in their entire life. Even like the smartest people, I don't think they have really experienced what I have experienced. And as I said here, if this is permanent from now on, or at least when I get it up to, let's say, a couple of days from now on, if it is permanent, it's just I can not be stopped, you know? So that's amazing. And yeah, that's it. I don't really want to read those other things, the plus and minus, because they're not really for the sleep schedule. But yeah, remember, Uberman does not just give you everything that you want, like creativity, willpower, structure, time. It gives you another superpower nobody ever told you exists. Okay? And insane, insane. I want you to feel it right now so you can match how much I love it right now. How much I love it. I can literally do anything right now. I am up for anything, like creating videos, writing, journaling, doing morning pages, doing creativity, writing ideas, making music, listening to music, watching something, talking to somebody. Wow, drawing, everything. You know, designing, creating. It's just, you know? Yeah, it is like, so yeah, Oberman, there is the noise reduction. It is, yeah, it is like, you know, if you're in the middle of Times Square and everything around you is like loudest, very, very loud, okay? And right now, the clarity of mind I have had today on the 3 separate occasions, plus right now, which is the next block, it is as if I'm wearing a noise suppression headphones. And I can play on them anything that I want. But it's not just about voice, so it's not just about noise, it's about anything suppression in headphones. Because the chaos is inside of the head, it's not outside of the head. I mean, it could be, but it's inside of the head, you know? There's all those things that distract you, there's all those things that you think about, there's all those things that scare you. I didn't have them today. Well, maybe I had them here and here, but the other time I did not have them today. And I find no words to explain how clear my mind really was. Really was. So what will happen right now is we're on the first block of the next day, which is day 6. And what follows would be the second block, which is right here, which is kind of an interesting block. And I will be prepared to not oversleep a single minute. I will do everything and I will not oversleep a second, you know? I would just do everything correctly, everything will be great. So what I have found out is this is about the interesting things that you probably have to deal with on adaptation. Uh, my passion and desire and inspiration is very volatile. And so just go with the flow. Really, don't force anything. Very often it happens that I am feeling, oh, I have not been creating, I have not been productive in some time, I have just been doing that, I have just been doing that. Let's do something. It has always been a mistake for these past 5 days. It has always been a mistake. Just if you don't feel like doing something, like, don't do it. Focus on the schedule and everything will be fine. If you feel like doing something, then do it. I mean, a lot of times I felt, and the inspiration comes intensely. I felt huge inspiration on a lot of occasions, huge passion for a lot of things. It's not just the art and music that I'm creating. I felt huge passion for a lot of things, and when it comes, use it. Really, when it comes, use it, because you're gonna create some amazing stuff. What I've created these past 5 days, and it's again very surreal that it has only been 5 days. Feels like 3 weeks already. However, what I have created these past few days, I have fallen in love with every single one of them, except when I forced it. And the nice thing I want to tell you is, most of the time, almost all of the time, there is something that I want to do. So, for example, maybe I wouldn't want to write, maybe I wouldn't want to make music, maybe I wouldn't want to make art, maybe I wouldn't feel inspired. However, at that same time, I would most probably feel like watching something, like Impractical Jokers, or at the same time I would feel like calling somebody. And so just go with the flow, and you'll be fine. Because your emotions, I don't really understand it at this point, so I'm not gonna speak about that. However, I am gonna say that just go with the flow, because it's amazing and it's not wasted time. Even the adaptation, which is entirely focused on getting yourself on the schedule, even this is not wasted time. It is an amazingly used time, which you can actually use anything. Um, so your question should not be, okay, I have this 1 week. How can I make this 1 week waste less time? No, your question should be, how can I use this time? Not how can you waste less of it, but how can you use it? Because everything can be used, and for some things it will be even better and more effective to use this time rather than any other time, especially on monobasic. You just gotta figure out the strengths and what you want. So today was extremely interesting. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, where it's actually already tomorrow, but I'm looking very forward to the next day, because if this clarity of mind continues, and if it continues through the next day and through the next day and through, I'm going to be out of this world. I'm going to be out of this world. I'm going to be jumping around so happy, because I mean, how can this be real? Let me just do a quick reality check. Bro, it's real. It is real. It doesn't really feel real, but it is real. It is real, and very soon, I'll be adapted. Yeah. So one of the very important things I want to say is, look what I wrote here. Oh, what happened? I wrote here, I felt I get a little farther from my vision and purpose. This is the entire reason for all my oversleeps, I think, which is, well, I always got up from the alarm. However, I did on a couple occasions crash for not long, but I did crash. And the thing is, why it happened is I've been getting away from my vision and purpose. I have not done priming ever since day 2. Well, I did it this blog, but before that, I had not done priming ever since day 2. And also the note, I have not been reading it for the past 48 hours. I don't think I've read it once. I'm just scanning it, as part of that, but I'm not reading it. So this is very important thing on number one. You're gonna start a buckload of things. You're gonna start a lot of things at once, like techniques and exercises and just things to help you. You're gonna commit to each of them maximum, and even then a lot of them are gonna fall out. You're not gonna be able to keep up with them. This is why you're starting so much, and this is why you're committing to every single one of them, because it is extremely difficult. It is extremely difficult, and you really have to do all that you can to succeed, right? And when you catch yourself, this is why it's very, very important to evaluate your days. Like, you don't have to do it in this way, but it's a nice way. It works. Do it with the plus, minus, and the better tomorrow arrow. Because you really have to find your mistakes and fix them. And it's not just about, if you write them on paper, it is real, right? And if you actually write the solutions and commit to them, it becomes real. But if you just notice it, you don't really notice it. If I go back, even after I have written all of my logs, I still could not tell you precisely when all of my oversleeps were, how much is my average time. I mean, I cannot tell you if I don't look at them. Is what I meant to say. So that means that you will never be sure, or if you're sure, you will probably be wrong. But you will never be sure about how everything is going and how can you improve, and you will not find the best way if you do not search for it. This is why it is highly advisable, strongly advisable, that you evaluate your days and you find mistakes that you made and you do not repeat them. Right, and it's very important also to find other things that you loved, because these are the things that are keeping you going, and these are the things that you're constantly expanding. If you do not repeat what you have lacked today that you didn't do yesterday, then you're not really going in a better direction. You're either staying at the same one or digressing. So both of them are important, and I'm very excited for day 6, but I'm even more excited for day being adapted finally, because my life is gonna take such a turn. I'm literally gonna be living my dream. I know I say that all the time, but I'm literally gonna be living my dream, God molding. So let's go. I'm extremely hyped up and excited and passionate to see it. And from this past less than a week that I've been adapting, I have fallen deeply in love with myself and my life again, and everything inside of it, all of my passions. It has definitely intensified a ton. See you tomorrow.